Hi, everyone. My name is Autumn, and I'm going to teach a little 45-minute yoga class via Zoom today. So know that this class is open to absolutely anyone, whether or not you've done yoga before. Some of you might recognize me from doing some yoga classes this past semester, earlier in the semester, and in the fall as well. And so I'm so excited to have you back. And for those of you I don't know, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I know this is a really, really challenging and confusing and often stressful time. So yoga can be a really, really great tool to just check in, slow down, and manage some of that stress. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have a yoga mat, you can lay that out. If not, you can do this on the floor. Maybe lay down a towel or something underneath you. No pressure to have all of the props or materials at all. And so if you've done yoga before, welcome back. If you've never tried yoga before, this is also a class for you. So we're going to get started in a seated position, and I'm just going to walk over to my mat. So you're going to come to sit, maybe cross-legged if that feels okay. If there's another way that feels better for you, you can take that. Maybe you sit up on a pillow or a blanket. It'll make it a little more comfortable if this isn't quite comfortable for you. Then taking your hands down to your thighs, palms face down, and see if you can close your eyes or soften your gaze down in front of you. From here, just check in. So start to pay attention to your breath and to the energy in your body. Don't try to change it or shift it. Just notice what it's like right now. And see if you can tell yourself that whatever energy is going on, whatever your breath feels like, there's no right or wrong. Just pay attention to how it is. And now from here, see if as you breathe, you can take deeper and fuller breaths. So as you inhale, fill your belly first before anything else. And then the air comes into your rib cage and then your chest. And then as you exhale, let the belly go, let the rib cage draw down, let the chest sink. So inhale, fill your belly into your rib cage and into your chest. And as you exhale, release the air out, belly first, then rib cage, then chest. So keeping the hands on the thighs, keep that breath going, nice and full and slow. And see if you can keep your attention on the breath. Notice that the mind might jump around, that you might have a lot of thoughts in your head, and that's okay. Each time the mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to the sensation that you feel in your body. Three more breaths, nice and slow right here. And then if your eyes were closed, gently blink them open. As you inhale, you're going to reach your arms out, up, and all the way to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. So your left hand finds your right knee. Your right hand comes down behind you. As you inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, twist and look over that right shoulder. Inhale, grow tall through the top of the head. Exhale, twist deeper. One more breath. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, twist, look over that right shoulder. Stay here for just a few moments, watching your breath. And then on your next inhale, come all the way back to center. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, twist over to the left. Right hand, left knee, left hand comes behind you. As you inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, twist and look over that left shoulder. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. One more breath. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale to twist. Staying here for a couple of moments, watching your breath. On your next breath, come all the way back to center, unraveling yourself. You're going to take your fingertips right out in front of you on the floor. Keep your chest open and start to walk your hands down. Keep rooting down through your sit bones as you start to walk the hands forward. So notice, maybe you can come down a little bit deeper, or maybe it feels better to stay upright a little bit. So figure out what feels right for you. Notice the stretch you're feeling in your outer hips and maybe into your low back. And then once you've found the good space, the right amount of stretch for you, can you let your head go down and just breathe here? On your next breath, come all the way back up to sit. You're going to take your hands behind you, and you're just going to switch the crossing of your legs. So opposite leg in front. Sit up super tall here. And this time, as you inhale, arms reach out up overhead, and then the right fingertips come down to the right. Bend through the right elbow, left arm reaches up and alongside the ear. See if you can soften the right shoulder away from your ear. Reach the left fingertips long towards the right side of the room. Sit down through that left hip. One more breath, shooting those left fingertips long. And then inhale to come all the way back to center. Reach the fingertips up towards the sky. As you exhale, left hand comes down by the left side. Right arm reaches up and alongside the ear. Right fingertips reach long to the left side of the room. Press down through the right hip here. And breathe. On your next breath in, reach all the way back up, and then take both of your hands and reach them out in front of you. Same little forward fold. So come down as much as feels good in your hip. And then when you found that right place, let your head just release down. Directing your breath into the place you feel the most sensation here. So likely through the outer hips and maybe into the low back. Let it all go. And then on your next breath in, come all the way back up to sit. And you're gonna come to your hands and your knees on the mat. So nice and slow, make your way to your hands and your knees. Your wrists are under your shoulders here. Your knees are underneath your hips. So there's about a fist or two distance apart between your knees. Spread your fingertips nice and wide here. And then I'm gonna actually turn so that I'm facing forward. So it's a little easier to see. And then from here, see if you can press your shins down towards the mat. As you inhale here, you're gonna bring your belly low, your tailbone high, and reach your shoulders back. Look up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, push through your hands, start to round your spine and let your head go. Inhale, your belly comes low, your tailbone reaches high, and your shoulders reach back. Look up. Exhale to scoop your belly button towards the spine, tuck your tailbone, release your head. Couple more times. This is cow right here as you inhale. And then as you exhale, this arched spine is cat. Two more on your own breath. And then come all the way back to a neutral spine, hands and knees. From here, you're gonna tuck your toes underneath you, and then you're gonna press into your feet to lift your hips up and back towards the sky. This is called downward facing dog. So as you can see, my knees are a little bent here, which especially if you have tight hamstrings, it helps a lot. You're gonna push through your fingers, lift your sit bones up and back. Reach your low belly towards your upper thighs, and then reach your heels down to the mat. Maybe start to straighten through one knee and then the other so you can pedal out through your feet. Keep pushing through your fingertips. Keep breathing here. And then taking this little pedal and finding stillness in your down dog. So maybe your knees stay bent, or maybe they start to straighten up just a little bit. Really reaching your low belly towards your upper thighs and pushing through your fingers. Couple of breaths here. And then start to take a slow walk all the way up towards the top of your mat. Feet are about inner hip width distance apart here. So as if you could put a fist in between your feet, maybe two. Let your head go completely. From here, you want to let your knees be soft. So let your knees bend just a little bit. Let your head go completely. So the top of the head is reaching towards the mat. It often has a tendency to lift up here. See if you can just let it go and feel the release in your back, shoulders, and neck. Everything be really heavy. Really try to touch your thighs to your belly here, and maybe the legs straighten up just a little bit. Keep letting the top of the head reach towards the mat. Spreading the toes, and then pressing through the feet, tuck your chin to your chest, bend your knees, and roll nice and slow all the way up to stand. Slowly as you possibly can, like molasses. Coming all the way up to stand. This is called Tadasana at the top of your mat. So feet are about inner hip width distance apart, arms are by the side. Take a couple of breaths here just to notice any changes in your body and your breath, and then to bring that attention back to your breath if you lost it. From here, opening your eyes if they were closed, we're going to take a couple of half sun salutations. I'm going to step back just so you can see me. Pressing through the feet, as you inhale, your arms reach out, up, and all the way overhead. And as you exhale, you're going to fold all the way down over your legs. From here, as you inhale, reach your hands all the way up to your thighs. Lift your chest and look out in front of you. Exhale to fold all the way down over the legs. Inhale, bend through the knees a little bit, open the chest, rise all the way up to stand, reach the fingertips up towards the sky. As you exhale, hands come back palm to palm in front of your heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Soften through the knees. Inhale, arms reach out, up, overhead. As you exhale, fold straight down over your legs, let your head go. Inhale, take your hands on your thighs, lift your chest, look out in front of you. And then exhale, release all the way down, let your head go. Inhale, press through the feet, reach your arms all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands palm to palm. 1 more time, just like that. Inhale, soften through the knees, arms reach out, up, overhead, look up. Exhale, fold straight down all the way over your legs, let your head go. Inhale, hands high on thighs, open the heart, look out in front of you. As you exhale, release everything down. Inhale, open the heart, rise all the way up. And then exhale, hands palm to palm at heart center. We're going to add on a little bit to that. So as you inhale, same things, arms reach out, up, overhead, look up. As you exhale, fold straight down over your legs. This time, keep that right hand planted and then bend a little through that right knee. As you inhale, reach the left arm up to the sky. Look up towards the left fingertip. And then as you exhale, the left hand comes down. Now you bend a little through that left knee. Inhale, the right arm up to the sky, look up. Exhale, bring the right hand down. As you inhale, open the heart, reach all the way up to stand. And as you exhale, hands palm to palm at heart center. We'll do that very same thing. Inhale to reach the arms all the way up. Exhale to fold straight down over your legs, let your head go. Keeping the right hand down, bend through the right knee. Inhale, the left arm up to the sky, look up. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, right arm reaches up, look up. Exhale, bring that hand down. Inhale, open the heart, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands palm to palm at heart center. Close the eyes once again. Notice the sensation in the body. And then release the arms down by the sides. Your eyes can open. And you're going to come to the top of the mat. We're going to take a little warrior sequence. We'll start with warrior 2. So right foot comes out in front. You're going to walk your left foot back, back, back. So from here, right foot is intersecting with the center of the back foot of the left foot. Bend through that front knee, straighten through that back knee. Right arm forward, left arm back here. Breathing for a couple of moments. On your next inhale, you're going to flip your palms up towards the sky. Reach forward, and then you're going to reverse. So that left arm goes down the left leg. Right arm comes up and alongside the ear. Feel that big stretch in the right side of the body. And then inhale, come all the way back. As you exhale, straighten through your front knee. Reach your right fingertips forward and down to the right shin, and then left fingertips reach skyward. Maybe look up if it feels okay. Maybe look straight out in front. This is called triangle pose. As you inhale, come back up to your warrior two. So front knee is bent, back knee is straight. Stay here for a couple of breaths. We'll do one more round just like that. On your next inhale, flip your palms, reach forward, and then reverse. Keep your legs as they are. And then coming all the way back to your warrior two, straightening through the front knee, reaching the front fingertips forward and down to the shin. Top arm reaches up towards the sky. And then rise back up, warrior two. And then you're going to straighten up through that front knee. Take both hands to your hips and turn your toes so that you're facing the side of your mat. So the sides of your feet are parallel to the sides of your mat or towel or whatever you're on. And then you're going to inhale the arms above. And as you exhale, stick your bum out and reach your fingertips forward. Try to find a flat spine so your back is parallel to the floor. As you exhale, reach your hands all the way down and let your head go completely. Let the top of the head reach down to the mat. Notice where you feel the sensation here and see if you can direct your breath into that space. So keep letting the top of the head go. If you want to widen your feet or bend your knees a little bit, that's okay too. It's also okay if the hands don't reach the mat all the way. You can keep them on your hips. You can take them to your legs. Anything is fine. From here, you're going to push up into your palms to start to lift your chest. Maybe your hands are flat on the ground, or maybe you're up on your fingertips here. You're going to keep that right hand down, just like we did before, and inhale to reach the left arm up towards the sky. Look up towards the left hand. As you exhale, the left hand comes down. As you inhale, the right arm comes up towards the sky. Look up. And then as you exhale, reach that hand down. Bring the hands to the hips now. Start to lift through your chest, pushing through your legs to rise all the way up to stand. This time, we're going to come to the warrior sequence on the other side. So turn the left toes out. Start to bend through the knee. Right knee is straight behind you. Left arm forward, right arm back. Finding your warrior two here. Breathing and looking over that front arm. On your next breath, you're going to flip your palms up. You're going to reach forward and then keep your legs the same. Reverse your warrior. Right arm down, right leg, left arm up and alongside your ear. From here, come back up, warrior two. Straighten through your front knee. Reach the left fingertips forward and down to the left shin. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Maybe look up. Inhale back up to your warrior two. Front knee bent, back knee straight. Stay here for a breath or two and we'll take the other side. We'll take that same thing one more time. Inhale, flip the palms, reach forward, reverse that warrior. And then rise back up, warrior two. Straighten through the front knee, left fingertips forward and down to the shin, right arm reaches skyward. Look up if it feels okay, or straight out in front of you, triangle pose. Inhale back up to your warrior two. And then bring your hands to your hips. You're going to turn your toes to face the side of the mat once more. So the sides of the feet start parallel to the sides of the mat. And then I want your heels in and toes out. Your feet are at about a 45-degree angle out to the side. And then you're going to reach your arms up towards the side. So you're in a big X position with your body. Now, as you exhale, hands palm to palm, and you're going to squat low. Lift your heart and bring your knees to open out to the side. Inhale to rise up, reach up. Exhale to sit low, drop your tailbone down. Inhale, push through your feet, rise up. Exhale, push down or sink down. Inhale, push through your feet. 3 more like this. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, sink low. And then pressing back through the feet, rising all the way up, big star pose. And exhale, hands palm to palm at heart center. From here, we're going to come back to the right side. So you're going to turn your right toes to face the front of the mat. And then the back toes come in a little bit. You're going to come to a warrior one. So that means that your left toes are pointing towards the top left corner of the mat. And you're going to bend through the right knee, straighten through the left knee. Arms reach all the way up overhead. Breathing here. Maybe a little deeper bend in the front knee, squaring off the chest over that front leg as best you can. Noticing your breath. And then taking your hands to your hips, straightening through the right knee. You're going to lift your heart and start to fold over that front leg. Feel the opening and at the same time the strengthening in the back of the right leg. And then pushing through that front foot, you're going to inhale, rise all the way back up. Bend through the front knee, reach the arms up high. One more time, same thing. So hands come to hips. You're going to straighten through the front knee, open through the chest, and start to fold over. And then bending through that front knee, inhale, rise all the way up to stand, reach the arms up high. And then hands come to hips. This time you'll just step your back foot forward, shake out your legs, and we'll switch sides here. So keeping that left foot in front, right foot back. The right toes point to the top right corner of the mat. Your chest is facing forward here. Bend through the front knee, straighten through the back knee, reach the arms up high. Breathe here for a couple of moments in warrior one. And then your hands come to your hips, straighten through the front knee, lead with an open chest and start to fold over that front leg. On your next breath, bend through the front knee, rise all the way up, inhale, warrior one. We'll do that same thing one more time. Hands come to hips, start to straighten through the front knee, lead with an open chest and start to fold over that front leg. Then bending through that front knee, rise all the way back up, warrior one, arms reach high. And then hands come to your hips. You're going to step that back foot forward and then shake everything out here. So we're now going to make our way all the way down to the mat, to a seated position. So come to sit on your bum. You're going to reach your right leg out in front of you. The left sole of the left foot is going to come to the right inner thigh. This is called Sheersh-Asana. You're going to turn your chest over that right leg and start to walk yourself down. So if this feels really uncomfortable in the back of that right leg or even in the low back, you can bend through that right knee and take the same position this way. So however you do it, see if you can just let your torso release down over that right leg. If it feels good to take your hands to your shins or maybe to your foot, you absolutely can, but only if it feels good. That's what you want to think about more than anything. How can you be kind to your body right now? Let your head go wherever you are. On your next breath, you're going to come all the way back up to sit. Notice the sensation as it leaves your body. And then we're going to switch sides. So now you're going to reach that left leg out long. Sole of the right foot comes to the left inner thigh. Janu Sheersh-Asana on the left side, you're going to turn your chest over that extended leg. Start to walk your torso down. See if you can let your head go. Notice if you need to bend your knee, that's okay. It can be really helpful, actually. Maybe grabbing hold of that shin or the foot only if it makes it feel good in your body. On your next breath, you're going to come all the way back up to sit like molasses, nice and slow. Watch the sensation as it leaves your body. And then you're going to reach both legs out in front of you. We'll take a forward fold here, but notice how this feels in the back of your legs, right? If you feel a lot of this happening, a lot of rolling back, and you have a pillow or a blanket nearby and you can sit up on it, that tends to help a lot. You can also just try bending your knees. That will also help here. So what you want to do is think about reaching your low belly forward and keeping your heart open. Low belly comes forward. You start to walk your hands down. Your feet don't have to be together. They can be a little bit apart. That's totally fine here. I have mine about 2/5 apart. And then maybe let your head go completely. Find that release in the low back, through the backs of the legs, maybe even in the hips. On your next breath, you're going to roll so slowly all the way back up to sit, watching the sensation as it starts to fade out of your body. Taking a moment here. And then we're going to shift this blanket off to the side. And for the rest of class, we're going to be on our backs. So you're going to come trying to roll down one vertebrae at a time. It'll engage your belly. You can plant your feet about hip distance apart, and start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. A little pop there. And then you're going to release all the way down to your back. Take a moment and bring both knees up into your belly. Give them a hug. We're going to do something called happy baby. You're going to take your knees outside of your wrist, flex your feet, and as if you're planting footprints on the ceiling, the feet are flexed completely. From here, you can either grab on the back of the legs and just pull them down, or the arms can come inside of the legs and the hands grab the outside of the feet. See if you can keep pushing your tailbone down and then rocking maybe a little bit from side to side. This should feel like a really deep stretch in your hips here. Keep breathing. And then finding stillness, bringing the knees towards each other at your belly, and then planting your feet just beyond your hips, about hip distance apart. We're going to take what's called bridge pose. So you're going to take your arms by your side, press through the feet and press through your hands. You're going to start to lift the hips up towards the sky. So really pushing down through the feet, lifting the hips. If it feels like you want a little more, you can start to walk your shoulders underneath you and maybe interlace your fingers under your back, pressing down on the pinky side of your hands into the ground. Keep pushing through the feet, keep lifting the hips, keep breathing. And on your next exhale, you're going to walk your hands out from under you if they were there. Everybody take one more moment to press the palms down to lift up through the hips. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, nice slow roll, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down to your back. From here, you're going to bring those knees back into the belly one more time. And then you're going to let them fall over to the left-hand side. So knees come over to the left. You're going to keep your back on the mat. So your arms open up to out either side. Maybe take what's called a goalpost with bent elbows, or the arms can reach straight, whatever feels right for you. So now really press down through the right shoulder because it might want to pop up off the mat. And then maybe take a look over the right shoulder so you deepen this twist. Feel free to move the knees up or down to notice which one feels best in your body. If it's uncomfortable to look over the right shoulder, you can always just look up towards the sky. That's okay too. On your next breath, you're going to come back to center with the legs. And then you're going to let the knees fall all the way over to the right side. So keep rooting down through the left shoulder this time. Take your gaze and glance over that left arm if it feels okay on the neck. And then arms are either staying at goalposts, or if you want to straighten your elbows, that's fine too. Finding the right position for your knees, either lifting them higher up or lower down, either is fine. And on your next breath, you're going to bring your knees all the way back to center. Giving the right knee a hug, you're going to reach that left leg out long on the mat. Pulling that right knee in towards your belly, feeling the stretch here. As you root that left leg down, you might feel a stretch in the front of the left leg. You might feel the compression in that right hip flexor. And then we'll switch legs. You're going to reach the right leg out long. Curl the left knee into the belly. Give the left knee a hug. Really press down through the back of the right leg. Feel that compression in that left hip flexor and breathe here. And then from here, you're going to release that left leg out long. You're going to let the legs just splay out a little bit to either side, the feet splay out. Your arms come down by your sides, your eyes can gently close. We're coming into Shavasana, the final resting pose. If you'd like to get up and dim your lights, that might be helpful for this pose. Might help you ground down, reduce the stimulation. And then just let everything go. You don't have to worry about the sensation in your body or any control of your breath. The whole idea here is to just rest and release. Starting to deepen your breathing here. Bring a little movement to your fingers and your toes. And then when you're ready, bend your knees one at a time up into your belly. Give them a nice big hug and let yourself roll all the way over to one side like you're a sleeping baby. Taking your top arm out in front of you, pushing into your palm, let your head be heavy. Come all the way up to sit. And I'm going to come a little closer to you for this last part. So eyes can gently stay closed or gaze can soften down. I want to thank you all so much for taking the time to practice with me this morning. I'm excited to be sharing videos every week until the end of the semester here. So if you have any questions or feedback or anything, please feel free to reach out. Bring your hands palm to palm in front of the heart. The light in me honors the light that shines so brightly in each and every one of you. Thank you. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you all soon.